anyways. It is windy. And my sinuses are being driven crazy already. Oh, and I just realized I have my glasses on my head and not my sunglasses. So that's gonna be fun. It happens though. It wasn't supposed to be in the 70s today. It's only supposed to be in the 60s. That's annoying. I'm dealing with some fun stuff. How about you guys? I don't think if our parents don't do it, I don't think hold on, guys. The sticker for the magnet keep coming off. You guys just haven't seen it yet because you haven't been on. Anyways, what I was trying to say was, if our parents don't do it, I really don't think school prepares us for like being adults. They really don't. We don't really understand what our parents fully went through as adults. And that's a shame. Just things like money and savings and debt and all that stuff, and just we're not prepared. Most people are not prepared when they get out of high school to deal with those things. I was just thinking about that. We're not, most people are not prepared to, and I think it's getting worse. Those are not prepared to be out on their own. And I speak like that, from my own experience. And I don't even think college really gives you a real reality, especially if you're living in dorms and not having to deal with like paying the rent and the utilities and all that. College doesn't prepare most people for the real world and for the politics of a real job and all that stuff. And I just think it's getting worse. I really wish in my life it would have been emphasized growing up, like savings. But see, my parents weren't really savers, and they had good, like, government contract jobs. So that's just not reality either. And they're, taken care of until they die. They have good health insurance and retirement that covers things. But the majority of people aren't taught to save their money, aren't taught to not spend it on things that don't matter later on in life. a spender, not a saver. And you're entering your adulthood in a dangerous light. Majority of adults do not have little to no money in their savings. I'm one of those people. And the majority of adults aren't financially independent, you know. They rely on credit cards and, you know, mortgages and loans and other people, family members. And that's just not good. I think that's the part of the problem in America today with our own deficit, is that the majority of Americans are in debt themselves, you know. And sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes it's lawsuits and doctor bills you can't pay, and they go into collections and they go to court, and you have court fees. Or you feel like you have no choice but to get a credit card and use it because you don't have the money, and that's just a bad mindset. And you get behind in your payments. I really wish, you know, my grandma. Sorry about that, guys. When I went to Disneyland a couple weeks ago, this fell like 5 times. It was so annoying. That's the other thing. We learn how to procrastinate really badly. If your study skills and habits are not on par by junior high, and you're not doing that in junior high, you're gonna procrastinate the rest of your life. Anyways, my grandma was a saver. She also had gone through the Great Depression and rationing and World War II rationing, so that'll do that to people. And so she was a big time saver. She hated that we spent money. And I wish I really would have taken that beautiful aspect of her and had her show me how to save money. But the consumerism bug got me. You know, I was a kid in the 80s and teenager in the 90s, and consumerism was, that's all the 80s and 90s was, is consumerism. And then it just got worse from there. So if you're a younger person listening, start saving your money. Don't spend it on things that don't matter. I apologize again. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make you guys dizzy. So anyways, in conclusion, if you're a teenager watching this, save your money. Don't spend it on things that don't matter. And just really have enough money so that you can live on your own anywhere in the country. And you don't have to like move to a cheaper place, a cheaper city if you don't really, if that's not where you want to be. If you want to be, say, here in California, make sure you have enough money to cover your rent and have a little extras and utilities and all that. Anyways, enough for that doldrum, and I completely apologize for the 3 times that you guys fell, and you guys probably got dizzy, excuse me, from it. We're gonna go. We're at our destination. So let's say goodbye. Say goodbye, Lulu.